Hello everyone, this is Ever116, and I'm going to bring you something today I like to call a Hotcast. You see, this is a ladder match between Putin Trump 2016, who is actually TA for life, and JaggedAppliance. Now, the unique thing about this game is that it hasn't actually ended yet. This game started 10 minutes ago. I just booted it up from the feature on Fav where you can look at a game while it's still being written to the server. This is so I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know how long whether this is going to be good or not. We're just going to sit back. We're going to enjoy the ride. We're going to see this high-level ladder play from these two excellent players and see what kind of a show they give us. This map is called Rumble in the Jungle, although I thought it was called Schloob, which is what its actual file name is. But it's Rumble in the Jungle. It's a new map they just put in ladder. I'm going to put it up to +0 right here because it's still being written. I don't want to actually fast forward it at all. So what that means is that we're going to have a little bit more time to look at their opening build orders. All right, so here is Putin Trump going Cybran first land. You see if he has a not enter again. So we can't see him building anything else right now. He just has a first land queued up. On this side, on the blue corner, on the blue side, we have JaggedAppliance, who we see has already gone first land. He's going. Looks like he's going to P-Gen, like 2 P-Gens, 3 maxes, and then looks like he's going for his air factory afterwards. All right, so we'll go back up to see what TA for Life's doing. Okay, so he did go 2 P-Gens. He's going all 4 of his mexes with a factory that is building an engineer, 3 moles, 2 engineers, mantis. This whole long line of build orders that all these pros have that I don't bother with. Probably is why I don't do very well. Now let's see what JaggedAppliance is doing. His land factory is going 2 engineers, a mole, mantis, 2 moles, engineer, mantis, mole, 3 engineers. Also on repeat. Looks like he's building up his power gens down here, and he has this engineer reclaiming his power so he can get a little leg up in the power game. Looks like that TA for Life is really going for the scout game. His 3 moles are coming out there. As you see, the map kind of has 3 distinct lanes. You have the center lane right here. You have the left lane over here, which can connect right here, and you have the right lane over here, which can connect up here. But the center lane can connect to both the left lanes through these little passages right here. So it is 3 lanes, but it's also kind of connected. You have essentially 7 clumps of extractors that you could get. You have this clump over here with 3 each, and in the middle you have these 4 right here, and the extractors here. Plus you have these hydros. So what TA for Life is doing, he's trying to get his intel on these important areas first, so he knows what JaggedAppliance is planning to do. And you see, JaggedAppliance is doing the same thing with his molds, but he hasn't pushed them quite as far yet. Let's see if he's going to. The one on the left is not. The one in the middle is, and the one on the right is actually has either a hunter or a mantis. You can never tell with Cybran. It's a mantis. He's going up and going to just graze those mexes, and is going to try to hit these 2 mexes that are close. These 2 mexes right here that are close to TA for Life's base. Looks like JaggedAppliance is building his hydro. Let's see if, and looks like TA for Life is also building his hydro. So you have the 2 hydros that are they're close to your base. I imagine this could be a good place for drops. But it's secluded by the land, but you could always just drop here. Then you also have these hydros over here, which are also fairly. I'm not sure how important they are once the game's already getting over, since once you have T2 power, the worth of your hydros is like they give 100 power, and T2s give 500 power. So if you can just keep spamming T2s or T3s, then the hydros aren't as important in the late game. But they are very important in the early game, and we'll see whether they'll bother going for them in the middle of the map. I think that'll be interesting to see. Looks like JaggedAppliance has gone air, and you see his scout has just gone over TA for Life's base. TA for Life has just built his air factory. He looks like he's starting to build an interceptor. I haven't seen any scouts with him or any bombers, for that matter. But Jagged has this bomber going out. Looks like it's going either straight for these mexes or it's going straight for this engineer. I'm hearing some combat over here. I got 2 mantises meeting each other. Looks like that JaggedAppliance, well, you had the advantage, a very slight advantage until this Mantis showed up. So it's going to secure, at least for map control purposes, this is going to be TA for life, even if he hasn't gotten any engineers there yet. But this mole over here has gone up and sighted these extractors, but the Mantis is going to come here and take care of that. It looks like that JaggedAppliance has sent an engineer over here to take this extractor plus this hydro over here. Wait, is there 6 hydros? Yeah, there's 6 hydros. I didn't even see these ones. There's 6 hydros on the map. These are a lot closer, a lot more defensible. So I'm guessing both players are going to be going for these early on. And you see, JaggedAppliance knows that if he's going to go over this one, TA for life is probably going to go with this one. So he's sending this Mantis over here to just preemptively stop any engineers from getting to the hydro. And it looks like TA for life either has seen or has predicted that Jagged is going to go this way. So he sent a force down here, and JaggedAppliance sent another force. Both forces have 2 Mantises and 1 mole, but it looks like that the TA for life is going to get the jump on the mole. We'll see how it goes out. Yeah, it looks like the Mantis got a couple shots in this one, either from this battle or from another battle. So I think TA is going to take this area and destroy this mech and going to prevent that hydro from being built. Over here, you see in the left lane, some Mantis play a lot of prodding, especially with Cybran, since their units are so fast. They're very good at expanding outwards, prodding. They're very annoying to deal with, especially when I play as Aeon, so my units are really slow, especially the Auroras. Looks like that he's going to try to. I'm surprised he didn't destroy this extractor. It looks like he's coming down. He was almost threatening the base, but it looks like that JaggedAppliance is kind of forcing him off. I'm not sure if you can see it. He can't see it, but I'm sure he knows that they're there. But can TA see it? He can't. All right, so he probably. I don't know why he backed up. Maybe he saw it. Maybe he didn't.
Commander under attack.
Looks like TA for life has moved into the middle. Going to personally claim all these extractors. That is, if he can actually hold here. He doesn't have JaggedAppliance doesn't have enough Mantis to kill him, but he does have this commander up here. So it's going to be so with 2 commanders up here. It's just going to be a matter of who has the more units, who's going to win this area. And it looks like it is going to be TA for life. Let's see. Got more forces coming over here left lane. I thought that was a T2 bot at first, but it was just 2 Mantises overlapping each other. JaggedAppliance is going to defend his area. See if he can keep defending his area. It looks like that they're not fighting over this area. JaggedAppliance just has 1 Mantis there holding on lockdown. Looks like TA for life is starting to push some units over here, but we have some action going on over here. Just like Mantis just got completely destroyed by an autogun over there. All right, so looks like TA for life has claimed. I don't know whether it's captured or whether it's just destroyed. It was probably captured. Looks like JaggedAppliance is trying to reclaim this area, but TA has a autogun all the way up and a land factory going down. Got this force right here. It's splitting. This force is probably going to. Okay, it's just going to try to hold this junction. This force is going over here. It's gonna. Let's see where it's going to go. It's going to go around this way, and it's going to run into this force right here, which is probably going to be in another battle. It's going to be in TA for life's favor, but he's probably going to lose these 2 Mantises. On the same side over here, TA for life is putting a lot of effort into taking these little pockets right here. Are they actually above ground or below ground? Let me check. They're slightly above ground. So these plateaus, I'm just going to say pockets, they're plateaus. So he's putting a lot of effort into holding and taking these plateaus, and he should, because there's a lot of mass here. Looks like, there's a drop going down. Let's see what's in it. It just looks like it's engineers. But it looks like he thought better of it, and he's going to turn around, but it doesn't matter. The transport's going down, the engineers going down with it. It looks like that both of them have a fairly decent air force. It got about 6 interceptors over here, got about 8 over here. Looks like a bomber from JaggedAppliance just got shot down. I'm not sure if it did anything. I don't think it did. We got both commanders sitting here in the center. Looks like that TA for life is going to try to keep the dominance over this central area, even though Jag is personally trying to challenge him. But it looks like that JaggedAppliance is actually going. He's pushing forward, and he's cleared TA for Life off this plateau and is pushing forward and killing these mechs over here. He tried to do the same thing over here, but TA for Life got a little bit of a reflex on him. But the left line over here is chaos. It's TA for Life, the Jagged, TA for Life, Jagged, so it's just complete chaos over there. But they got this line of Mantis facing off. Looks like JaggedAppliance is going to win this one. But TA for Life does going over there. He's claimed this area again, and he's claiming this area too. Is taking over this hydrocarbon. Now, I want to see how many factories does each one have. So they got 5 factories here, the 6th down here, 7th over there. So 7 factories for TA for Life, and you have 5 factories, 6 factories for 7 factories for JaggedAppliance. Let's see if I missed any. I don't think I did. It doesn't look like it. No. So they each have 7 factories. They both have 1 air. Well, there's 2 air factories for JaggedAppliance. Looks like it's just 1 air factory for Putin Trump for TA for Life. Let's see if there's any. How are they doing the eco? Looks like they got 1 T2 mechs over here. You got JaggedAppliance has 3 T2 mechs over here. I don't think they've upgraded anywhere outside of the home yet. It looks like JaggedAppliance is amassing a huge force right here. Going to try to take this back. Try to take this area back, or not? Try to capture this area. He never had it. But his forces are not. They're lined up facing this way. Or they should be lined up facing this way. Because now he's just fighting with 5 units. He could be fighting with about 20. And his forces are going to be taking losses on this flank just because they're oriented wrong. But it looks like he's changed that. He's flipped them around so that they face this way. But now they're just going to be attacked from the rear by these mantises. It doesn't look like he has anything else in here besides moles and mantises. So it's not like he's exposing his artillery in the back. But it is. But you always want to put a broad broad side of your army facing the enemy so that you have maximum amount of damage going in both directions. It looks like JaggedAppliance has pushed this way back again, cleared out all the stuff that TA was building here. This one engineer survived. Looks like it's reclaiming an autogun. I'm not sure why. Got a little air frac out right here. Looks like that JaggedAppliance is going to win air, so that'll give him a little bit of advantage. If he can actually hold and keep air, he might be able to use his bombers to kind of reverse his tie. But right now, in terms of map control, it looks like that that TA for Life has a little bit more of an advantage, but JaggedAppliance himself, if not counting Reclaim, looks like he's got about 50 generated mass, while Putin Trump also has 50. Okay, so yeah, so that makes sense because JaggedAppliance has upgraded his home extractors a little bit more, so he's upgraded his home economy, but Putin Trump has not. Has expanded and taken more mexes, but he hasn't upgraded his home mexes yet. So the economies are really are even because of that. You see this mex here is T1. This one is just upgrading now. So I'm sure he's going to upgrade these, but he's going to wait just a little bit. He probably wants to put more mass in spam and less into eco right for this moment. This is interesting. He had a superior force from TA for Life going against this inferior force from JaggedAppliance. It had about like 8 mantises to 6 mantises down here, but the mantises from JaggedAppliance going to win and push these back because they were facing a broad face, and Putin Trump are just units are just streaming in. You know, that's like what I was talking about earlier. It looks like JaggedAppliance has gotten into this plateau. It's going to be taking all of TA's extractors from here. Just this one remains, about 1/3 of the health. Just one mantis killing 3 engineers. If they reclaimed it, he might be able to get this, but I don't think he's paying attention. He's probably somewhere else. Hey, look, a lot of rocks. Let's see how much reclaim there is on this map still. Okay, so there's a lot of reclaim probably from units. 42s are probably mantises. Those 138s in the middle, those are the rocks. Doesn't look, they're still here on the other side, so I'm not sure whether they don't know they're there or, yeah, okay, so here is JaggedAppliance reclaiming his rocks on these plateaus. That's actually pretty interesting. I like to see when there's reclaim in the middle so that both players have to fight for it. When it's just in your base, it's kind of like a given. So it's a bonus for both players, but there's no real contention for it. Looks like some Medusas are wandering in here. It looks like they're just on a suicide mission to take out these PDs. They did destroy one, but this one is still on 3rd health, and it looks like that he's just going to rush in with the mantises. I don't know if he knows that PT's got to be still alive, but he's facing the wrong face now. TA for Life is attacking him on the flank of his army, and he should be lined up this way so we can attack with full force, and he's not doing that. He does have T2 though. A T2 Rhino on the field. Let's see. Is there an answer for that? Yes, there is T2 on the field for TA for Life as well. Looks like they got a factory here and another support factory over here. Let's see for JaggedAppliance. Looks like he has T2 Air and T2 Land. Just have to see if he puts any Corsairs out. If he tries to go for a snipe. So you got Rhinos over here, a couple Rhinos in the middle. I'm not seeing any. This Rhino right here from TA for Life. You got a couple Rhinos over here. They're gonna. Let's see. They're gonna go into the plateau instead of reinforce this area. It looks like JaggedAppliance has finally succeeded. He's gonna rush through the middle, take out both the PDs. Gonna take out this factory in a little bit. It's just has the one Rhino doing it. Gonna take out that intel. He's gonna. It looks like he builds up his Air Force again. Let's see what else is going on here. We have on the right lane, you have TA for Life is pushed all the way back down here. Is going to threaten this little econ production area over here with 2 Rhinos, a Mantis, and a Medusa. They're just going to tear through all this. All these Mantises are going to hear straight. But you have this Renegade coming, and there's no anti-air here. So TA for Life is going to have to either send his interceptors over here to defend them or just let them die. Let's see. Looks like the Renegade is damaging them. Look at their stop. It looks like he's just gonna abandon them to their fate. But you have. Let's check on the interceptor count, by the way. Looks like that. JaggedAppliance has 21 prowlers, and TA for Life has 9 prowlers. So JaggedAppliance now has the air advantage in hand once more. It looks like just going to take out the final, take out the rest of the interceptors, and then these Renegades will be able to operate with impunity. They just have to stay away from any flak. Then they can go anywhere they want and kill any of the units that TA has. But he is sending. But what he lacks in air, he's making up with ground. He has a whole bunch of Rhinos coming over here. We're going to take out these 3 Rhinos right here, I assume. Looks like the stop. And JaggedAppliance is going to, while this is going to push up while TA for Life is pushing down over this way. Looks like the Rhinos are going to engage each other, but they're hitting the terrain. Because Rhinos are really low and they don't have any arc. Most units have a really high arc to their shots, but not most cyber units don't. So they're really susceptible to hitting the terrain. And there's a slight hill right here, like a bend. So a unit that is sitting on both sides of the bend won't be able to hit each other unless they have either artillery or an indirect. But it looks like that TA for Life is going to finish these off, and is probably going to take this out here, especially this radar here. Was really important for his intel. He'd lose his forward intel position if he lost this area. But it looks like that on the other side, JaggedAppliance is attacking. He's got 4 Renegades going after all the Rhinos here. He's got flak to protect them from any encouraging air, but he's not going to need it, not right now anyway. It looks like that TA for Life is going to just retreat this area. He knows this is lost. He's got 1 lone Medusa, and the Renegades are going to make short work of that. They got engineers here reclaiming. They're way worth their mass if they reclaim stuff for the front line. He probably has this factory just automating them. Yeah, let's check that. Yeah, he's done a factory order right here. And when you do a factory when you do a factory attack move, then the engineers will move here. Then they'll just reclaim everything in a large radius, a lot larger than they should. It's actually a bug, but it's a bug that a lot of people use. And it's really helpful. You just reclaim a huge area automatically without having to think about it. Looks like the Rhinos in formation. They line up the front, Mantis in the back, and they're just going to tear through this army, at least the army that was in front of the hill. You see the shots were kind of hitting over here, but as TA moves his forces over here, then JaggedAppliance is going to be able to attack them again. Like JaggedAppliance is cleaning up air over here. It's got Rhinos attacking here. The Medusas will stun them, and the Medusas are going to stun them. And if he rushes in with these forces, he'll destroy that last Rhino. So it looks like that he'll take both the pillows. He has both the plateaus. He has the middle. But he doesn't have an eco advantage. That surprises me. Maybe he does. Okay, so TA for Life has about 57 native eco, generated eco, I should say, and JaggedAppliance has 80. So that's about do a quick math in my head. That's about a 60% more eco than TA for Life has, and it's just going to get worse. He just destroyed this extractor right here. He's pushing forward. He's probably upgrading the extractors. Yeah, this one's T2 right here. No chance of being attacked by anything other than air. Let's see if he has plans. Engineers plan to surround that with mass storage, which means he's going to upgrade it, and he is right now. He's got this area. It doesn't look like he has too much. You got these T2 mexes right here. He's got T2 mexes over here, and TA for Life doesn't have any T2 mexes outside of his home base. Not that I can see from here anyway. So now the battle's shifting. Now JaggedAppliance has map control. Now he has eco, and now it looks like he's got TA for a vice right here. He's got 2 Rhino hordes right here. But if TA for Life has any energy storage, so we can overcharge, then you'll actually be able to make sure. Yeah, he's got energy storage, so he has overcharge. So that's probably why JaggedAppliance is not rushing right here. It's just going to let that commander be and try to attack on the outsides and try to further disrupt TA's economy. It looks like that TA sent a small force over here on the right lane. You got 2 rhinos coming in, but they're streaming. You got 3 rhinos coming in. No, that's a rhino. It looks like that they destroyed the rhino that JaggedAppliance had, and the rhino's just going to make short work of the mantis. So it's going to reclaim this area if in map control, if not in actually extracting the resources from there. But JaggedAppliance does have his resources from his side of that little area to over here. He's got engineers reclaiming all this, taking all the mass, getting an intel bubble up. See his intel bubble, it extends this far, whereas TA for Life doesn't extend nearly as far down past the plateaus, and it doesn't have any intel over here. So I think TA probably knows at this point that he is losing map control, and he's probably losing the economy war too. At least we can see that he is, but he probably doesn't know that for certain. But he can probably be pretty sure that he is. But he does have this pretty large army of rhinos. He's got a couple vipers. And I love that sound. Whoosh! That whoosh, the telltale whoosh sound. If you ever hear that anywhere and you're in a game, like if you're zoomed out, you'll hear it no matter where a viper is. And that's the telltale sound that a viper is on the map and is launching its missiles somewhere. And vipers are the strongest MMLs in the game, so you got to be careful when you're facing them. It looks like it's going to be another air engagement. It looks like that this one's... It doesn't even matter if he micros well or not, because there's just so many interceptors here that JaggedAppliance is just going to win automatically, unless he strays too far to these point defense up here. But the air engagement is going to matter. Look, he's got Renegades, he's got Rhinos, he's got everything on TA's commander. This is probably it. TA has Rhinos desperately coming back for his commander, but I don't think it's going to help. Looks like the Deuces are starting them. It looks like he's got Renegades coming. Just got a veterancy. It's the only way he's still alive, but he's still going down. It's not going to matter. And boom! And TA for Life has lost. Use a mod for eco. TA for Life can't believe that he just got out eco that badly. It's just I always think that's a compliment. Especially in Phantom games, when people accuse you of being a Phantom based on your economy and you're actually innocent, I consider that a compliment because it's the same thing here. If he did so well, he was accused of cheating, and I always think that's pretty funny. So that's it for me. This is what I call a Hotcast, patent pending. I've got the trademarks for that. It's when he casts a game that's not even over yet. So that'll be a good explanation between the difference between spam and eco, because if you go spam, you have to win right away. Otherwise, the eco will just push you back, and you won't have the. And as soon as he takes out your army, then the eco will win. But it's balanced. Some maps are better for us. Some maps are. This is a 10x10 map, so I think the eco you'll need more of a balance. You'll need some spam. You certainly will need to capture this if you want to eco well, but. In the end, JaggedAppliance and a little bit more focused eco won out in the end. All right, so that's it for me. This is Everywhere116 signing out.